Good day, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners. I pray all is well out there. We're going to continue now at this time in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Let us continue. Let us resume play. Still in the chapter. The book is read, but we're almost at the conclusion of that. And now, let us begin. Cyprus. Devarius and Barnabas arrived at their destination without any problems. Galley was sailing smoothly along the way. Barnabas, where are we going to be staying? Devarius, this is my homeland. We will find a place to stay. We can live in my old parents' house. Isn't the house now occupied? Devarius, don't ask unnecessary questions, for I am the master of my own fortune. I like your confidence, Barnabas, but let us stay with the people that shall welcome us. Devarius stopped after having walked past several streets. That's it. I'm exhausted. Go knock on that door and ask the people living there to let us stay there for the night. Devarius, are you not feeling well? Yes, but my old wounds are acting up again, and I think it's going to rain soon. Barnabas knocked on the door. Could you let us stay here for the night at your place? No, go away. Please. We need a place to stay, and my friend isn't feeling well. The door opened. Who are you? We're travelers, or in other words, Barnabas looked at the girl that walked out to them. Is that you, Diana? Yes, it's me. But who are you? I'm Uzziah, Salamis. We were childhood friends. Don't you remember? Sorry, I don't. It doesn't matter. Please, though, let us stay for the night. Oh, come inside then. Where's your father, Abraham? He died. I live alone now. Diana, you have to remember me. I am Barnabas. Sorry, Uzziah, the leper. But you should be dead by now. Well, as you can see, I am quite alive and well. Remember how Uzziah, now I remember everything. But how are you able to recognize me after all of these years? I've been keeping your image alive in my head for all of these years. You are the most beautiful girl that I know. Uzziah, are you flattering me right now? No, I'm not at that age anymore. Diana, my brother is tired and he needs to rest. I understand that. Why? I don't understand how you were able to find me here, of all the places. That wasn't me. That was God that helped me. I heard about a prophet named Jesus. Uzziah, do you believe in all of that? Not only do I believe, but I also lived next to that prophet, and I am now one of his disciples. Funny, do miracles still happen here on this earth? Yes, they do, Diana. Yes, they do. We just don't notice them sometimes. But when they do happen, we dismiss them. Forgive me, Uzziah, but is that handsome gentleman there, a friend of yours, sleeping or not? That's okay. I can wake him up. No, no need, Barnabas. I'm up. That's good. I've got here some meat and some wine. Come, eat. Tiberius stood up. So, is your name Diana? Yes. Forgive us our manners, but we're very tired, and we just need to a little drink of some wine and have some rest. Sure, do as you wish. I can see that you're good people. You're not wrong about that, Diana, especially if you were friends with Barnabas here. Tell me, though, this God of yours, was he kind? Yes, Diana, he was very kind and just. I'm sorry, I'm just testing you. There is a Lazarus here in our town, and he's been preaching the faith in Jesus Christ for some time. He told us that he died and Jesus resurrected him. Thank God Lazarus is here. Don't doubt, Diana. All that he says is true. And I'll go to sleep. I want to wander around the city in the morning. I like to see all the places we'll visit during our stay here. Diana, where can I lay down? Right here. Thank you. Tiberius went to sleep in a heartbeat. My love, here you are, as I promised you. I know that you are here to preach faith in Jesus, but I was pulling you here as well. Our love served as a beacon for you, and it'll reunite us and strengthen us. Zaria, I can't live without you. Are you really here? I am. But first, you need to find me, for I'm not of the image you're familiar with. You'll recognize me as being Zaria, though. I hope to God for that to happen very soon. Tiberius, don't rush things. We've got all the time in the world, for we will always be together. I promise you that. Barnabas, who is he talking to? You see, Diana, I can't tell you everything right now, but soon you will understand everything. You're so strange. I think that you're a little sick even. Barnabas smiled hearing that. No, we're not sick. We have God in our souls, and that's why sometimes people see us in a different light. I still don't understand what you're saying. That's all right. Understanding shall come with time. Then you'll change your attitude towards not only us, but towards your whole life too. I want to ask you for your help to find us a house we could live in. Is my house not to your liking? I like it, but I'm with my friend here. Why are you mentioning that? Well, I don't know, Barnabas. I guess it is my age that does the talking here. He looked at Diana. I get what you're saying, but I can't leave you alone. I'm not asking you to do that, am I? Let's go outside and discuss everything under the starry sky. Let Tiberius have some rest for now. They went out of the house. The full moon was shining and there was a lot of stars in the sky. What are you thinking about? You know, Diana, somewhere up there in the deep of that space is our teacher, Jesus Christ. And I know for sure that he is watching us right now. Tell me, will I be able to see him? You can feel him in your heart, Diana, but I haven't been able to see him. It doesn't matter. You're alive, and that means his spirit is within you. Barnabas, I can't understand you right now. Well, how should I put it then? You see, you're a creature of God, and our soul already has the spirit of the Almighty inside. That's why he sent his Son to us, his very own Son, to help us hear him feel everything through and understand everything. But we people, we didn't understand his son and let him suffer terribly. And that led him to a death too soon, but also to immortality. And Jesus was resurrected after his crucifixion in the image of the Holy Ghost. He appeared to those who believed in him, as well as to those who didn't believe in him. Barnabas, you don't look like you're crazy, but you sure sound like you are. How am I supposed to trust you on this? Well, give me a jar of water. Fill it to the top, but don't drink from it. All right, wait a minute. Diana went to fill a jar with water. I wonder if he's going to do magic, because the priests punish people for that. I've known him since childhood, and I don't think he's gone to the dark side. Though I'm very intrigued. Let's see what he's going to show me. She gave the jar with water to Barnabas. Diana, I'd asked you to not drink from the jar. But how did you know that I did? God helps me with that. Go back and fill it again. She agreed and soon returned with the jar full again. Now, you've done everything right. Put the jar on the ground for the moon to reflect in the water. Diana was trying to look for the perfect position, and she suddenly screamed, I see it! I can see the moon's reflection. What shall I do now? Come closer. She came closer. I'm listening. Make a wish and look at the moon reflecting in the water. While casting fearful glances, Diana slowly came towards the jar and looked at the surface of the water in it. One could see the moon reflecting in the water. She was looking at the water for some time, and then an image appeared to her. Oh Lord, what is that? Well, what did you wish for? I wanted to see my future husband. So, whom did you see? I'm ashamed to say, but I saw your face. And you got scared? I'm afraid so. Don't be afraid, Diana, for that's your fate. Try again. Diana squinted. I see the face of a person unknown to me. He has 2 moles on his face. That is the face of our Lord. I told you that he is in the heart of every human being. Now you've seen for yourself. Barnabas, stop scaring the girl. Devarius, why? You're up. My dreams are keeping me up. This too shall pass, and you shall meet. Be quiet, Barnabas. I know that, and I'm getting ready for that meet. We better have some rest for tomorrow. We'll need to settle down. Am I right, Barnabas? Barnabas blushed, and one could see that even under the moon's light. Nazareth. Mother Mary, I don't like all of this. What do you mean, Paul? That we, as brothers, started to live apart. People could see that in the wrong way. Paul, don't worry about that. Faith in God unites all of us, and you'll become united through people once again. And you know who is going to be the head of that faith. But it was so much easier and Mary to live together. We all felt so strong living like that among the people. Paul, you saw strength in unity. Now you shall experience that within our faith, and you shall become stronger than before. Mother Mary, I see a cross in my dreams. even two of them. I'm not afraid of that image. I just feel uneasy somehow. Paul, just imagine what Jesus felt experiencing all that in reality. I see. I can endure suffering, but something else is puzzling me here. Are those dreams prophetic? Mary hugged Paul. She heard an inner voice telling her, "They are my son. I just don't know that I can do anything about them. People shall do unto you what they did to Emma." She heard the voice telling her. Paul understood everything. So he said, "Mom, I'll stop at nothing, and I'll never drag the name of my spiritual brother through the mud. I saw the death of my innocent mother. I saw the beheaded John and all of those crucified people. All that only has made me more adamant concerning my mission. As a man, too. Paul, yes, you've become a man, but I still see you as..." "Mom, I know what you thought about. Paul, I hope that you'll never leave my side." "Of course, Mom. You don't even have to worry about that." Cyprus, Salamis. Devarius, why are you not resting? I don't know myself. You should rest, though. I want to wander around the city, through the streets. Do you really think that in comparison with Rome, one can even call this a city? Well, sure. This is a city concerning the size of the island. Well then, go ahead and enjoy the beauty of this island. Though he wasn't in the mood, Devarius tried to force himself and wander around. He was blinded by the sunlight and felt uncomfortably hot. He was roaming through the city. He thought, "I wish I can find and meet you. I can't live without you." He started looking into the faces of the strangers he saw. He wanted to hear her voice most of all, but to no avail. Having spent half a day in the city, he came back to Diana's house. "Devarius, I can see that you're still upset." "Barnabas, you got that right. My soul is still troubled. I feel like my happiness is somewhere around here, yet I can't find it." "You're in much of a hurry?" "Maybe I am, but I'm not getting any younger here." "I know, Devarius, but I think you need to make peace with it. Once you do, then you'll find peace of mind and everything you're looking for too. It'll come to you eventually." "Sorry, Barnabas. I think I'm going to try to rest." "Your choice." Devarius went into his room. Oh Lord, I needed this. Devarius, who is there? I know this voice. "Zaria, is that you?" "Yes, it's me. You know, I was looking for you all day long." "Don't worry, I was nearby and I saw you there today. I felt your senses. What should I do next?" "You should buy a house, but not only for you, for me too. Don't wait for the young ones to settle in. Wait only for me there. I'll find you myself." "Zaria, I know, you need to build a small temple in the name of Jesus." "Of course. I have enough money to do that. Then you start building the temple, and I'll come to you wearing a white dress. Why in white? It wasn't my choice. I'll come before you looking differently too. Remember, I had said that before. Just the other day to you, remember? How shall I recognize you then? Oh Lord, I'll hug you and tell you that it's me. Then I'll even pinch you, just to be sure. Ouch! Tiberius jumped up. Where are you, Barnabas? There was no one around. He went outside. What was that? What was that for? Barnabas approached him. What is it? Nightmares again? Yes, them again. Barnabas smiled and said, No, those weren't them. She was here. We saw her too. She left this place like a shadow, gone with the wind. It means that there is something in this visible and invisible world. Tiberius looked at Barnabas. You're still young, but what are your thoughts about all of this? I assure you, I'm all for it. Then everything is up to me now. I'm going to do everything possible to carry out what Zaria and I want. I hope that shall bring us happiness and a very long life. Barnabas, you're young and handsome from the inside. I hope we'll spend many years side by side. Tiberius, you've told me that several times today already. Those were my nerves talking, not me. Even so, I'll still be by your side, notwithstanding. Barnabas, I've got enough money on hand. We need to find people able to build the temple of God in the name of our teacher. Tiberius, I hope that you're aware concerning the faith of the local people. I am. That's why I want to change everything here. This is going to be very hard to do. Let's hope all the difficulties shall be only material ones, for I can overcome any spiritual obstacles now. Capernaum. Peter, where have you been so long? Dear Ida, I can hardly find any words. I was with God. Now, I left his side. I guess I can say that. Though my conscience is weighing on me still. But what is that, Peter? Aren't you a messenger of God? I am, Ida, and still. And where's your brother, Andrew? He's young, and he's got his own long path in front of him. He'll be visiting distant lands along his way. Let him roam the world and then transit to the great space afterwards. Well, what are you going to do next then? Well, Ida, I'm going to leave for Rome and continue my work there. I promised God. I owe him to fulfill that promise. So I need to go back there. Well, what about us then? God and faith always comes first, and you come second. Simon, but we're still alive, still here. That's exactly my point. You're alive, and I hope, no, I'm sure, that you've got everything ahead of you. Hug your kids at least. I will, and I'll warm them with God's warmth. Simon, I feel that I'll never see you alive again. You're wrong. You shall, and I'll be as alive as Jesus himself. Can you guarantee that? Yes, I can. Can you prove that? Ida, why do you still need proof? I'm alive and standing here in front of you all. Simon, Peter, I can see that. But what's next for you? I'm going to go and do God's bidding. I'm going to leave you, but not forever. I'll meet you all in the kingdom of heaven. Why do you have to leave us? Power of God. His power is calling me. How shall I be able to provide for our children alone? Please, my dear, you need to understand that they too have the power of God within them. This power includes our physical and spiritual sides. God was always our shepherd, and we followed him as one. I know that you were often beaten. Was there ever a time that you wanted to get back to your old work and catch fish again? It was our livelihood after all. Fish is just a fish. Internal and spiritual flesh is more nutritious than any fish, and we need to learn to enjoy it. I know that I'm going to lose my family by going away, but I feel that I'm going to find a new and better home for all of us. Simon, you're saying some strange words, but you sound very convincing nevertheless. I had my doubts at first, but my soul convinced me otherwise. At last, you get me. Jesus is always near us. I'm with Jesus, and he's with me, and we'll never be separated from each other. Ida, I know that you're worried about me, but you don't have to, because no one shall be able to change me now. Dear readers, we will pause and we will stop there. We will resume play yet another day, another time, in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Until next time, dear readers, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thank you, and God bless.